the heck? So, I don't know if y'all just heard that. We had a freaking fighter jet fly overhead. I didn't see it, but I heard it. And so, like, I went outside to see what it was. And it turns out there's actually a family that lives right behind us. And they were watching it. It it must have been a really cool jet. But man, I wish I would have seen that. But you know, when you have a stream that you're doing, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, I already know how to put in an SSD because I've done it. I did it with the PS5, although it wasn't all the way. Because like I said, the screw was stripped, so I wasn't able to remove the screw and put in the spacer and everything. So there's that. But I was at least able to just put in the SSD to where it will actually work. And it's still like fastened in place too, so no worries. So it'll be much the same for this. So there's that. And the RAM, like I said, I already know how to do that. You just unfasten the little latches and then put in the RAM, and it'll click into place with the latches locking in place. So there's that. Beyond that, though, I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it as is after that. But I've also read that Skytech PCs don't have any bloatware, which is good because all you have to do is just plug it into the stuff that you're gonna use, turn it on, then go through all the setups and everything. And that's it. Plus, it's got an SSD, so it's gonna be fast. So yeah, that was. Still, I really wish I would have been able to see the jet, but you know, again, you know, when you're in a room, you gotta. I, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have closed the blinds, because it's still kind of light outside. But it's just the fact that, like, it may look bright to me outside, but in my room it's getting darker. Like, as time progresses throughout the evening. So, yeah. Anyway, also in case you're curious, this will be a Radical Rewind Summer Special Volume 2 episode, but it's going to be a special. And I'm actually going to be uploading it tomorrow, but it will, of course, say in the description that it was actually from Independence Day, so that's why it's a day late, is because it's a VOD, so there's that. Anyway, I want to say this is Portland, but I don't know if it is. Is it Portland? Wait, what? Oh, it's Arkansas? Well, this must be a new one. Oh, I thought that said Alzheimer's for a second. I had a relative who had that. She passed away over 10 years ago. It was not fun. I believe this is Vail, Colorado, I think, or Avon. I think it's Vail. Is it Vail? Yeah. I've been through there before. I had been to Avon, though. That's actually where I stayed for my first ever Colorado trip. Back in 2016. Yeah, that was 6 years ago. That was fun. Anyway, yeah. I hope you're all doing well today, by the way. I know I might have already said that already, but yeah. And I hope you're all having a fantastic 4th of July. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be so fantastic because of what happened recently. Yeah, another fucking shooting. What else is new? Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not very proud to be an American right now, even though I've been here for like 25 freaking years. Because I was born here. But, yeah. Now, bear in mind, of course, politicians are gonna blame video games again, saying, "Oh, it's the freaking video games." Even though those said video games are also in other parts of the world, but other parts of the world don't have the same problem as us, so it actually falls partially on the guns and the idiots who own them. Yeah, that's exactly my guess. I think this is, Virginia. Richmond? Oh. Wait. Oh, I wasted so much time talking that I completely forgot that we were in, Rhode Island. Not from Family Guy, though. Oh. I think this is new, because I don't remember this. Wait, no. I think I have seen this. It looks familiar. Why does my nose do this? Sorry about that, by the way, whenever you... I had a feeling it was Kansas City. But, like, okay, so the reason why I had to snort there is because what'll happen is sometimes my nose will be, like, filled with mucus. And so eventually you'll kind of hear a sort of, like, nasally sound, like, Like, you'll hear a faint nasally sound in my voice. When I normally don't even have that. And it's because of that mucus. Because of allergens and shit. Oh, I know where this one is. This is San Antonio. Never been there. I'm gonna go there someday. Hey! Okay, this is Virginia. Just putting it out there, this is indeed Virginia. Yes. And this is... I don't fucking know. The frickin' France. I'm kidding. Because I guess... no, not guessed. I'm gonna... Speaking of guessing, I'm gonna guess somewhere in San Francisco. It has that distinct San Francisco vibe. My intuition was correct. Unpopular opinion, I think bagpipes are an amazing instrument, and the whole stereotype of bagpipes being horrible is just stupid. Now, bear in mind, I kind of forgot about this, but I don't know if I have, like, Scottish blood in me or not. I know I have Irish blood. I know I have German blood. I have Flemish blood. I think my aunt told me one time that we also have a bit of Swedish blood, which is pretty freaking cool. And I find that very coincidental, seeing as how, Sweden's actually a place I want to go to someday. Because, I bet it's a very nice place. I just hope the people are friendly over there. Don't worry though, the place where I live at, there's plenty of friendly people. I mean my city, okay? Not everywhere in my state. Trust me, I've met some assholes. Anyway, I believe this is, Central Park. Seriously, the bagpipe is such an underrated instrument. And the only reason why people hate it is because they don't like the sound it makes. And so as such, there's always that stereotype that bagpipes make horrible music. That ain't true at all. Seriously. Like, I've heard actual bagpipe music just like that. It is amazing. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where. Wow. Okay. Also, look at that sexual innuendo. I love it. Ironically enough, I'm not really a sexual person at all, so I just say that ironically. I'm gonna say San Francisco. God damn it, it was San Diego. By the way, the stream won't be super long. It's gonna be an hour long. So I'm gonna keep streaming until 8:30. But I do have some I do have some announcements after I'm done playing this that will make it last a little bit longer than an hour, but bear with me. Barbusa. Barbusa. There's a Camaro over there. Oh, actually, I should go ahead and make an announcement right now. So one of the things I'm going to be doing very soon, because there's actually supposedly a new GTA Online update coming up on the 19th. But I think we're going to be getting a new GTA Online update that day. So I'm going to be streaming it, or streaming what I can. And I'm also going to be grinding to get whatever I need. But, here's the thing though. Rockstar, why are you being so freaking silent about it? Seriously. Like, I understand that they've given us subtle hints as to what it might be. Because we have that movie studio guy that was camped out in front of the Pegassi Motorsports building, I think. I think that's what it was. Also, this is California. I'm pretty sure this is San Fran or maybe San Diego. Also, that is a very nice BMW right there. We also have the fact that we had adversary modes that came out a while back called Vespucci Job Remix, and instead of it being the Izzy Classic, it is actually like each version of the game mode is different with like different inspirations from different movies. So like you'll have a Baby Driver inspired one, you'll have Mad Max, you'll have Dukes of Hazzard, you'll have Gone in 60 Seconds, you'll have, I think one of the movies that it takes inspiration from is Heat, I think. There's Fast and the Furious, because one of the cars you drive is the Hellfire. There's also two other NPC cars, one of them being a Jester Classic and the other one being an RT3000. There's other variations of the game mode, but my point being is that they're all inspired by movies, and I think this game mode came out not long after that NPC made an appearance. And so the thing is, this led people to believe that maybe the next DLC is going to have, you know, movies and stuff that have to do with it. But it's also been theorized that Rockstar could be waiting until this coming December. I don't think Rockstar is going to do that, because here's the thing. Why would Rockstar go out of their way to drop subtle hints about the next DLC, only to wait until December to give us that DLC? It wouldn't make sense to drop hints for a DLC so early, and then bring out that DLC like late into the year. It would make better sense to have those teasers dropped and sprinkled in, and then eventually bringing out the DLC in the summer, but having maybe a heist style update in December. Like, and I had this idea once, like a while back, and it's sort of like a sort of, and don't don't act like this is going to be fact, but I had this idea for a heist update in GTA Online where instead of stealing valuables, you're actually stealing, and this is partially because of my sheer hatred for crypto and NFTs, but you're stealing exactly that from these crypto geeks. And the best part is you won't even have any cops on you because what are the cops going to do? They aren't going to SWAT team your house saying, "Give the man back his NFTs right now!" Da 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 da. But yeah, like, the name of the heist would literally be the blockchain heist. And I think that'd be really cool, and I feel like Rockstar would literally take that idea. Now, granted, like, I won't get mad at Rockstar if it's exactly that, but I want it to be just like the Cayo Perico heist, where you could do it solo if you want, although you won't get as much as a reward as if you do it with other people. But it would also have some influences from the Doomsday heist. No, not Doomsday. The Diamond Casino heist, where you could have characters you could have that will help you with hacking and stuff. And some of them you can actually unlock. Like, for example, Paige Harris, who made the Terrorbyte. If you have the Terrorbyte, you'll have her unlocked, and she's like the best hacker in the game. But there's also Avi Schwartzman, and to do that, you have to go to different locations and hack into different laptops, which it won't be a minigame, it's just going to be normal hacking. Like a little animation of your character hacking a laptop, which would be pretty cool. But that's just my general idea of a new heist update. And yes, I am going to say it. Ironically enough, you would also be able to invest in crypto and stuff in the game. I say that ironically because, as I said earlier, I hate crypto. Like, there's nothing good about it. But, I mean, hey, more power to you. I mean, if cryptocurrency itself, I know it does make people money. But then we have the die-hard crypto fans who are like, "Wow, I got myself a digital picture of a monkey, but it's actually a receipt. It's sort of like a hyperlink that takes me to that picture to show that I own it." Uh-huh. Did you miss the part where it's damaging the environment? No. Well, it is. And you need to stop it, or else we're not going to have a planet within the next 10 years. Anyway, I believe this is San Diego. But as I was saying earlier, it wouldn't make much sense for Rockstar to tease a movie update and then wait all the way until December, even though they literally started teasing a movie update at the beginning of last month. Or I think it was like May or something. But it would make more sense to have that summer DLC be the movie update. And here's part of my reasoning for that. A lot of movies tend to come out in the summer, and it's always the bigger movies. You know, like not Star Wars. Star Wars comes out in December. I'm talking about stuff like the new Buzz Lightyear movie. You have the new Minions movie, which, by the way, and this is a message to the people who dress up in spiffy suits, go into the theater just to get tickets for the movie and then make big messes. If you're going to dress up like dignified gentlemen, act like dignified gentlemen. Don't dress up like that only to act like misbehaved children. Okay? You're probably 20-something-year-olds, and you're in there, like, making big messes and stuff in the theater. Like, are the people who clean that up gonna be happy about that? No. Like, as a former movie theater employee, although I never did any cleanup, I was the dishwasher operator. But I wasn't, like, cleaning up stuff in the theater rooms themselves. But I will say this. A mess every once in a while in a movie theater room is perfectly fine. Alright. As long as it's not a giant mess, like a massive cesspool of just popcorn within like seat after seat after seat after seat, and it's a whole row of it, if that's the case, that's disgusting. But if it's like a mess every once in a while, like you'll be scouring the room looking high and low and you see a mess or two every few rows, that's perfectly fine. But when people dress up in sharp, spiffy suits to get to see a movie, only to then make giant messes in said theater and act like, oh, well, it's not a big deal, we were just having fun. How would you feel if someone went to your house dressed up in like a wrestler costume and started shitting on your sinks? Like, just shitting on like your bed and stuff. Yes, I made an Amber Heard joke, shut up. You wouldn't like that. So this is basically the same logic, you know? Anyway, oh god. I know where this one is. It's gonna be Juno! Not really. At least I don't think so. Is it? Is it gonna be Juno? Is it gonna be Ketchcan? Is it gonna be Anchorage? Ketchcan. Okay. Oh. What the heck? I don't know where this is. Los Angeles? Oh. Wait. What? This does not look like Alaska, okay? When I think of Alaska, I think of beautiful snowy mountains and all that stuff. I don't think of a city that looks suspiciously similar to Los Angeles. Also, pardon the... Well, I know where this is. It's Juno this time. For real. Look. It's Juno. I guessed it. I did it, everyone. I actually got it. Oh, this is Miami. No question. Oh, look. Yet another state I want to go to someday. Even though there's a lot of crazy people in Florida. I hear it too often. This local Florida man feeds alligator remnants of chicken nuggets laced with drugs. Alligator gets roided up and then murders people by bludgeoning them with their fists. That is the strangest thing ever. It's important to know that where I live, fireworks are illegal. I mean, watching fireworks on like a live stream or something that's not illegal is actually like setting them off in our city. Because, you know, it's an urban populace. Now, if you want to do some fireworks, do it in a rural area. Because in the past I have gone to my mamaw's. Now that was before we got a swimming pool. But I would actually get to see some fireworks because some people relatively close by to where my mama lives, they would actually have fireworks and they would pop them. Or not pop them, but you know, like shoot them up in the sky and blow them up. It was really cool. But unfortunately, where I live here, like I'm not saying I live with my mama, I just go there occasionally. Although not during the summers because I have stuff I have to do here at home. I have to do way more often. But yeah. But it is fun to see the fireworks there. I believe this is Provincetown, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm saying.
There's Providence and then there's Providence. There's Providence. There, Provincetown. I believe this is Los Angeles. Don't quote me on it. It could also be something else, but I feel like it's Los Angeles. I was wrong. I was wrong! I don't know. Omaha. God damn it. Oh, I know where this one is. I know where this one is. This, everybody, is the Santa Monica Pier. Never been there in real life, but I've been there in Grand Theft Auto Online, so that has to count for something. I know it's also there in GTA 5, shut up, I play online all the time, so I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I hate story mode, by the way. I loved story mode in GTA 5. But I'm gonna be part of that crowd, and I'm gonna say this. GTA 4's story was better. I'm not saying that the story in GTA 5 was bad. It was great. Because it had a different message, which is like the 3 different kinds of people you can expect in life. You have bitterness, which is Michael. You have ambition, which is Franklin. And then you have anger and greed, which is Trevor, because he always wants to get what he wants, you know. He's like the Doomslayer if he was Canadian. Anyway, that'll end that. Yeah, first things first, I need to affirm my suspicions. Pardon me. Yeah, so RTX 3050 is VR compatible. I just wanted to look that up first of all. Anyway, so the second thing, I will be doing a stream tomorrow night, but it won't be another episode of GTA 4, but it will be a YouTube stream. Instead, it's actually going to be a another Radical Rewind build, or not Rewind, Radical Earth like build on a Bricklink. And it is actually going to be a PC from the Radical Earth universe's, I guess you could call it a season, but it's not like a... I'm not trying to treat it as like a video game or anything. It's just... I'm calling it a season because it's the most... It's a good way to describe it, because you know how in modern video games they have those seasons going on in the game, and then they have another season after a while. So this is sort of the same thing, because with the main Radical Rewind series, there was Radical Rewind Volume 1, which was just called Radical Rewind, And then this past spring, it was Radical Rewind Volume 2, which is sort of like its second season. And so Radical Rewind Summer Special is much the same thing with the season 2 for that. And the theme with season 2 is that the general theme would be stuff that would be focusing on 2006 to 2012 12/15. So around that time frame. For example, technically this game right here, my Let's Play of it, is technically a part of that. It may not seem like it because it's not in the title, but it is technically a part of that. It's just not titled that, but it is still fitting within that same theme. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, the thing I'm going to be building in Bricklink is actually going to be a new Megasoft computer called Megasoft Horizon. Megasoft Horizon is inspired directly by the computers of 2006 to 2008, so it has that general design, so it has a more curvaceous, less blocky, and less boxy look. And it has a elegant looking design. But this time I'm just going to be building the tower itself. I'm not going to be focusing on the keyboard or the mouse or the monitor or the speakers or anything like that. And the reason being is because it already took me way too long just to build the stuff for the Megasoft computer that I built the last time. I think it was the Frontier is what it was called. And it still looked like a plain gray box. But this computer is going to look way different. So it's going to have a more elegant and more curvy look. Yeah, so there's that. But not only that, I am excited to announce that on the day that we get the new DLC in GTA Online, I will be doing a live stream on PS5. Yes, really. Now, I'm going to look this up right now just to check on something else. Okay, Okay, so, yeah, I was just checking on this to see how it works, because I have technically done a stream on PS5 before, but, yeah. So, I am gonna do it again, but, judging by the fact that this time it's gonna be on a newer network, it should be a little bit better, because our old network had issues. Because of the fact that we were connected to the wrong one still, and it wasn't until one day earlier this year that we found out that, hey, the reason why our internet cut off is because we were using the wrong one. But anyway, Anyway, so before I go, I'm gonna talk a little bit about other stuff that's been going on. For one, um, look at this. They only got 4 job listings left. Another thing, so this is something that I found out recently. Now, if you're like me and you've been a big PlayStation fan for practically all your life, you will no doubt know about PlayStation Home and how many people lately have been asking for it to come to PS5, which I know is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. I don't know when. Sony hasn't confirmed it yet, but I know it's going to happen. But something that I noticed whenever I was looking at this thing in particular, guess what? So this website right here, this has been stuck here for like ever since it's been, like that. Thing is though, it's because that hasn't been updated. If you check this is Alter, by the way. And this is still the US PTO. But guess what? It's been approved for publication. And that means that it is published, basically. And you're probably wondering, well, wait a minute, hold on. What does this mean? Well, if you must know, Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe Limited, London, is London Studio. Because, also in Soho. Something to keep in mind, however, is also the fact that we also have the EU IPO and various other things happening regarding PlayStation Home for that. I think I typed all that in. Yep. Because there have been times where I've typed too fast and it doesn't notice what I'm saying. Yeah, like the main trademark, the last time it was updated was October 19th of that year. Alright? But if we go to the actual ID, so like the owners, we go to page 2 of this. So we have both of these. Now it'll say last publication, but that's for like whenever it was renewed. Because the actual trademark itself, the main trademark, was updated and renewed in 2018. The logos for the trademark were updated there. But look at this. More of this. And you're probably thinking, well, okay, well, what about the other logo? Well, if you must know, this one right here has stayed in the exact same, or wait, no. Okay, first it was this trademark, then the main trademark, and then the other trademark. But, yeah. Now, you're probably wondering, well, okay, that's fine, but, what about London Studio? Well, same thing. Exactly the same thing. And if you go to the Soho Engine trademark, I'm pretty sure it should still be the same exact thing. Maybe? Yeah. So it's been a whole year since it was, certified. Or I'm sorry, registered. So my main point that I'm trying to say is, okay, right. Wait a minute, hold